Das sieht nach Party aus.
Wow, there are a lot of Kaholosaurs here.
As expected, the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs.
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs. But they often end up looking in. When the first chief created the map, he left a special mark for this part. It's a code that the tribe uses to indicate a herd of them. So it'll be impossible to gain any leads from just finding one or two stray Kaholosaurs. You're a real pro at this, Mualani.
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholosaurs don't like gathering as herds unless it's to compete for the hot springs.
So let me tell you a secret that only a guide from the people of the springs would know. It so happens that wild Kaholosaurs periodically gather in the valley up ahead. It's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, as soon as the season changes, the herd quickly disperses again. Unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan, it would be very rare to ever witness such a thing.
This is a thing? I need to note this down right away and include an explanation as a part of my thesis.
According to what I've deciphered from the map, a clue is hidden deep in that valley. But to get there, won't we have to get through the herd of Kaholosaur? We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them. They're gathering together with their friends, so I'm sure they don't want to be disturbed.
You mean we're going to have to walk through the Kaholosaur herd? That feels a little...
Given we've agreed to work together, everyone should do their part. However, Karia has been attacked by Kaholosaurs before, so this isn't an ideal plan but it shouldn't be...
No worries. We don't need everyone to go. We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so we'll leave that to you.
Is that so? Then that works out.
And now I understand how much you care for your assistant scholar. Follow me and stay close. Oh no, we've been spotted. Let's back off and try again.
Hä? Du bist... Folg mir und bleib dicht an mir dran.
Kevin, you've already...
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never hurt the Kaholosaurs. Doing so will almost certainly bring bad luck. And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others' gatherings, much less make them leave. That's just terrible.
But on what basis?
Okay. So can we figure out another...
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them. It'd take a while for me to come up with a solution on my... Let Paimon think. Oh, is... According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholosaur herd. Even if we try to approach from the other side, we'll just run into the same problem. This is tricky. Karia, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over between Varamdra and the others. I'm sure you must have some ideas of your own, so why don't you share them with us?
Me? All right. When Varamdra decided to look for leads on the Kaholosaurs, I wanted to help. And so I also looked up some information about the creature. I discovered something very interesting. We thought that the Kaholosaurs relied on their hearing to track their prey, but they also possess a very keen sense of smell. But I'm not sure how useful that...
Oh, that was actually very useful.
You can just call me Karia.
In that case, please stay here and keep an eye on the luggage. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I've got an idea.
Aha, jetzt auf einmal. Ich bin da. Geh.
Found it. What's this? The key to making our way through the herd. If the Kaholosaurs have a keen sense of smell, then even if we try to sneak around and stay out of sight, they'll still notice that this plant can help us solve that problem. Because its fragrance is very similar to the scent. We can apply the plant's extract to our bodies and trick their... So, we're gonna rub plant? Don't worry, it's also good for your skin.
Wir dürfen Mualani einreiben.
Oh, Paimon feels all wet and slimy. Perfect. Okay, let's try try to make our way.
Jetzt ist es wieder.
Follow me and stay close.
Das hatten wir eben schon mal. Ah, jetzt geht das auf einmal, ja?
Be sure to stay out of sight. Follow me and stay close. What's that sound? Careful!
Oh.
Oh, it's just a young Kaholosaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger. How could there be so many here? We can't get through! Oh, I have an idea. Wait here.
Ja, jetzt fresst sie.
Come on. Careful. Don't startle them.
Ich darf halt nur laufen, wenn sie weit
Follow me
genug weg
and
ist.
stay close.
Ja, geh. Ich will laufen. Ne, sieht man hier unten. Immer wenn sie außer Reichweite ist, kann ich nur...
And stay close.
Wenn ich nah an ihr dran bin, geht das weg. Hey, ich hätte ihr auch herporten können.
Close.
Look, a bunch are gathering around that rock. What are they doing?
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together and talk about something fun? Too bad I can't understand.
But Paimon thought guides from the people of the springs could understand Kaholosaurs.
Sounds like someone has been trying to trick you.
True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock? It looks like some kind of drawing.
I've heard that there is a type of moss that changes color when it reacts to the biological signals released by Kaholosaurs. But to trigger that sort of reaction, you'd need a huge number of Kaholosaurs. That must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them. Let me try to copy it down.
Wenn du von hinten fotografierst, stört sie das, ja?
Now, right?
I see. Had we chosen to drive the Kaholosaurs off, then we never would have found this lead. Seems there was a logical basis for everything you said after.
Has he always been this way, Miss Karia?
He's just obsessed with his research. That's all.
At least this has shown that my judgment is correct. I've proven my trustworthiness. And so, there should be no need for us to argue next time.
Yes, I understand.
Alani really knows how to lead our group.
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next destination. Now, what does this pattern represent?
Hard to tell. Paimon certainly doesn't have any idea what it's trying to get at.
Aha! I got it. Though the lines are kind of rough, I can still see that they represent the boundaries between the water and the land at Jadeskirt Knoll. We can use this to fill in the hole on the map, find our next destination.
Really? You got all that just from some...
Well, intuition is also a part of it. Maybe I've just seen too many maps as a guide, and now it's easier for me to pick up on patterns like that. All right, break time is over. Let's get ready to move.
Ich muss erstmal einen trinken.
we go next?
I'm not completely sure yet. The map seems to indicate there's a mechanism here that crosses the water. But I still need to think about what these lines might be referring to.
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's got something to say again.
If you have any suggestions, then please feel free to share.
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating is a spirit way.
That is a possibility. But I don't remember anyone from the tribe setting up a spirit door around here.
According to my theory, it might not have been set up by humans. The dragons living in that land also used a similar device, long before the humans. Speaking of which, the spirit doors your tribe uses may have been built imitating the dragon ones.
Oh, I remember now. Uncle New did mention this possibility to me before.
After learning about the legend, I realized that it was connected to my research. And so, I looked up a lot of related... Even though I haven't found an exact route to the mysterious island, I'm fairly certain I've deduced the geographical features of the island's surrounding areas. Firstly, it's at an intersection between water and land. And secondly, there should be a high concentration of phlogiston. My research indicates that the Spirit Way was originally a natural phenomenon caused by the flow of phlogiston. Therefore, the area must contain many potential spirit ways, and the dragons who lived here in ancient times may have left behind some devices to control them.
Oh, amazing! Now it all makes sense.
Now everyone's contributing to the team.
You flatter me. If my theory is correct, we should already be very close to the mysterious island. Once you've unlocked the mechanism, we'll be able to derive the island's location.
All right. Then let's start searching for the dragon's spirit door.
That's just a quick and easy name. I won't be able to include it in my thesis. Given the dragons used the device long before the humans, we should stick with a name that references no human concepts. Calling it a phlogiston node would be much more appropriate.
Then let's start searching for the phlogiston node.
If I'm not mistaken... Look that way!
Whoa! It started glowing! This should be it, right?
Looks like we can activate it once we get close enough. The light does remind me of a spirit way. But according to the map, there should be 2 more phlogiston nodes. Let's keep searching
So, tja, zum Glück war ich da auch schon mal.
Paimon sees it! Oh, but it's way up high. We'll need to find a way up there.
War ich auch schon. Ah, guck mal, hier ist auch eine Quest. Abgeprallt. Komm, schlag mich.
Take this!
Nicht mal Loot liegen gelassen. Ich dachte, die haben Loot-Drops verbessert.
We finally found all of them.
Great work, everyone! Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing. Its qualities are very similar to that of a man-made device, but...
Is there something wrong?
See, look at this. After activating a normal spirit door, we could just go ahead and use it. But this one requires someone to stay and keep operating it here. Also, according to the map, we need to activate the mechanism and switch between different phlogiston nodes to change the path of the spirit way. If we don't operate the nodes properly, then the people on the spirit way will come tumbling from the sky.
Isn't that super dangerous?
In theory, the process should be very safe. but only if the 3 phlogiston nodes are each being operated by someone.
Do you think you'd be able to operate it? I just tried, and it clearly requires more skill than a typical spirit door.
Though I've never tried before, I've read a lot of information and theoretically should... Huh? But in theory, this shouldn't happen.
If Verandra can't control it, then that also rules out me.
Okay, well, how about you?
After all the adventures he's been on, handling something like this should be easy peasy.
All right, then it'll be up to the Traveler to stay here and operate the phlogiston node. I'll go activate the mechanism. I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes. Just make sure you quickly head to the corresponding node, and we should make it safely.
Wait, but handling it this way sounds even more dangerous.
Don't worry. It looks like the spirit ways are all above the water. I'm pretty good at swimming, so I'm not afraid.
But it's so high! And you'll be falling so fast! If we don't manage to reach a node in time, or if we make a mistake, there's a lot that can happen!
Do you still remember the promise we made before we left Paimon? Only those who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you two are willing to trust me, then naturally, I'm willing to trust you.
Alrighty. Please be careful.
Okay, wir surfen damit mit ihr einfach hoch.
Now switch to the spirit way on the right!
Hä? Hallo? Warum sowas
Now switch to the spirit way on the right!
Warum? Hä? Ich dachte, der Traveler macht das. Ich soll hier nur lang fahren.
Please activate the next node!
Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need.
Wo war das Ding? Ach nee, brauche ich gar nicht. Echt doof.
We did it, Mualani!
The path ends up ahead. Switch to the next spirit way. Traveler, get to the next node!
Got it! Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. Mualani, we've taken care of the final node. Please be careful.
Hallo? Ich wollte darüber.
That was perfect.
You were amazing, Mualani. There were a couple of moments Paimon thought it was over.
I'm confident I could do it all over again.
Oh no. You're right.
It appears the phlogiston nodes here need to automatically recharge. Once they're activated, they'll be unusable for...
In that case, no matter what happens next, we have to seize our chance.
Do you hear that?
The weather's getting gloomy, and a bunch of whirlpools just appeared in the water.
Yes, we need to get to higher ground and take a look.
Okay, was wir jetzt schon mal sagen können, der andere,
Look over there.
Whoa, there's a giant whirlpool over there.
der andere Reiseführer-Typ, der da angegeben hat, kann gar nicht auf der Insel gewesen sein, weil er ja hierher muss, das machen muss. Ich glaube, man muss, ne, man macht das, das fängt dann immer an zu regnen, kommen dann immer diese Whirlpool-Strudel. Das heißt, der andere ist, ja, fake.
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Huh? What do you mean?
The info I deciphered from the map points to only one possibility. To reach the mysterious island, we must enter that massive whirlpool.
No way.
Forgive me for being frank, but as a guide of the people of the Springs, I'm sure you understand the danger of such a vortex even better than we do.
Yes, I know. But whether it's the information deciphered from the map or the direction of the spirit way that I observed in the air, everything points to the path ahead being hidden in that whirlpool.
And what if you're wrong?
Bromdra.
I'm not trying to be unreasonable. Unfortunately, I'm very knowledgeable in this area. The spirit ways must have affected the nearby bodies of water and lowered the water level. That's why the whirlpools appeared. At this rate, some of the land that was once underwater will soon reappear at the surface and see the light of day again. Don't you think that sounds more like the definition of a mysterious island? So, our goal should be the shallow waters. If we enter that vortex, the undercurrents will drag us to the bottomless abyss.
He does seem to have a point.
I can't find any evidence to refute your claim for the moment, but I still trust my judgment.
Then it seems like it's time for our collaboration to come to an end.
But didn't we all agree to trust each other?
I have reached this conclusion based on my field of expertise, and I cannot deny it, even if you try to convince me otherwise. From now on, let us each choose our own way.
No, I refuse.
You?
Letting your clients separate themselves from the group in the middle of a journey will result in the worst luck possible. I will not agree to that.
Then we can implement the plan I proposed at the very beginning.
Oh, but you can't do that once you've traveled together as a group. If you were to leave now, we'll all be hit with bad luck. It's now beyond both our control. How about this? You and Karia wait here. We'll go first and investigate the whirlpool. I know you like to explain everything with theories and logic, so let me build my case first, and then I'll come back to convince you.
Well,
Traveler, Paimon, let's get going.
Lol, ich komme nicht mehr raus. Ich bin trapped. Nein. Ich wurde reingelegt. Ganz ruhig. Ganz ruhig. Einfach auf einmal unsichtbare Mauer da und kam nicht mehr raus.
Whoa. The massive whirlpool is up ahead.
Do you also think that this is a reckless decision? It's okay. That's completely normal. Actually, I completely understand how Varamdra feels. This is just how it is to be a guide. The tribe's experiences passed down from generation to generation. This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. But it also means, although I'm pretty convinced that all the leads we have collected are pointing us to the whirlpool, I still don't know what awaits us, and if the scholars still choose to reject my plan, I won't have the confidence to ask them. The same goes for the two of you. The good news is that I know the way back to the tribe very well.
Mualani?
Traveler.
That's right. You've trusted us before, Mualani. Now it's our turn to trust you. Besides, it's gonna take more than a whirlpool to scare the two of us.
Aw, Paimon.
All right. Let's investigate this whirlpool and see if we can gather any info to commit. Matters of luck aside, he definitely knows a lot about you.
I know, it's just that we can't see much from here.
Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon, or does the whirlpool seem to be getting...
You're right. Maybe it's just like the phlogiston nodes, and
That means we need to hurry.
Miss Guide, we have a problem.
Karia? What are you doing?
I tried to persuade him, but Varamdra insisted on verifying. He said that the water to the south was about to be shallow enough to wade through. But after he took a few steps, the water suddenly began to... I'm not much of a swimmer, so I came to call for help.
Oh, why did this have to happen now? Can we still make it into the whirlpool?
No time to hesitate. I'll get in the water and rescue him. Just tell me.
Kann ich ihn nicht da lassen?
Faster. Need a surfboard?
Help!
That way? He's been pulled away by the current. Not here either. The current is too fast. We found him. Karia came.
Oh, there they are!
Varamdra, thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
Oh, didn't I tell you?
It's just... I didn't expect my calculations to be wrong.
Right, who knows if we can make it back in time now?
Seems we missed our chance.
Why would you give up on such an opportunity to come rescue?
How can you say that? It's already bad enough that you had to be left behind. Do you think I'd let anyone in?
Oh,
I'm really sorry.
Don't feel guilty, Karia. I think if I reactivate the nodes, that will cause the whirl. The only problem is that we still don't know exactly when we'll... It's already getting late now.
Now that you mention it, Paimon is feeling a little hungry. Hey, Paimon's stomach can be very sensible. It won't interrupt while everyone's busy solving puzzles.
We have plenty of tasty things to eat. Let's just find...
Is this the spot? Let Paimon and the Traveler help set up...
Go ahead. I'll take care of the fire.
Die Quest müssen ja nicht aufhören, ne? Wir sind 1,5 Stunden dabei. What the hell?
What do you think? This is a specialty dish I learned to make that's perfect for camping.
Mm-hmm. It really hits the spot. You're a great cook, Mualani.
Karia helped out quite a bit, so she deserves some credit too.
No. I'm just happy I was able to help out.
What was that sound?
Don't worry. Remember the record player I bought? Let me go turn it on. Listen. Not bad, right?
Wow, so it really works! Paimon thought you were just playing it for good luck!
My parents told me that most of the valuable experience from our ancestors is hidden in various customs. It's always better to trust our traditions.
Guess that makes sense.
In a sense, this trip to the mysterious island is also a custom left behind by the first chief of the tribe. I wonder what kind of experience he's trying to share with us.
Yeah, Paimon would like to know too!
Even though I've heard my parents tell stories since I was little, I actually don't know too much about him. It's said that he was the first person to make a map of Natlan, and even the first person to become friends with the Koholosaurus.
That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah, there isn't a place in Natlan that he didn't visit. Even the most remote parts bear his footprints. Even now, no one has even come close to his reputation and status as a guide. His trip to the mysterious island is the most legendary of all his accomplishments. But oddly enough, after returning from the mysterious island, he laid aside his yearning for adventure and chose to settle down. That's how the tribe was founded. It really makes me wonder what the journey meant to him. How about this? Before we rest for the night, let's have a bonfire party!
If we're going to go plunging into that whirlpool tomorrow, then wouldn't it be best to try to rest and conserve
Now's not the time to be a party pooper. You ought to agree to ideas from the one who rescued you today.
Yeah, she's right!
All right. So what do the rules stipulate for a bonfire party?
Rules? A bonfire doesn't have any rules. Everyone just needs to have a good time. How about this? I'll ask everyone
Okay, sounds fun enough.
So, for the first question, what's the purpose?
Oh, we were just talking about this.
Let's hear everyone's ideas, and
Paimon can go first. If you ask Paimon what the purpose of a journey is, it'd definitely be about treasure and all kinds of delicious food. Most importantly, it's about making the trip together with your
yes, I can't agree more. Okay, next person. How about you? You sure are taking your time thinking about it. Oh, I get it. You must have passed through many nations before making it to Natlan, right? It's quite possible that your experience traveling is more than what I have as a guide. It's understandable that you can't explain it. Why don't I circle back to you later? You can tell me once you have a... Next? Let's hear what
Me? If you ask about my travels... Well, this is actually my first time traveling, so I don't have anything useful to contribute.
That doesn't matter. This is a party around the bonfire, not...
All right. If I had to say what the meaning of a journey is, I'd say it provides before you reach the destination. You don't need to think about anything outside the trip itself. As long as you stick together with your companions, you won't have any trouble to worry about.
Yeah, I get it.
Paimon too!
Uh-huh. I hope that didn't sound too silly.
All right. Now it's Veramdra's.
All right, if you insist. In my opinion, our goals and dreams in life are all in pursuit of what we call results. So, the greatest meaning of a journey lies in managing to find the right result.
Not sure I completely get what you...
There's nothing difficult to understand. It's the same as the decision of your first chief. He must have discovered enough valuable results after visiting the mysterious island to decide that he should end his journey. Once you've achieved the results you want, any additional journeys would become all but meaningless. Before coming here, someone had stolen the results of one of my research projects. All that person had to do was sign his name on my achievements, and he was able to take all of the honors. All my effort vanished into the air as though it never existed. Do you understand now, Miss Guide? Without results, the journey is meaningless.
I sympathize with your situation, but I'm afraid I can't agree with your take.
I don't need your sympathy. As long as I can reach the mysterious island and find the correct results, my pain and struggles will become just another insignificant part of what happened during the day already proved that my theories were wrong. So I'm willing to trust your judgment. I apologize for our previous argument. I must make it to the mysterious island, and if I have to entrust my life to someone else to achieve that goal, then so be it!
Was that actually supposed to be an apology?
Actually, there's a saying among the guides of the people of the Springs. If the goal of the journey was to reach the destination, then you should have never left the house to begin with. Because the final destination of every journey is your home. It would be disrespectful of my duties as a guide if I were just taking tourists straight to where they wanted to go. It's my hope to also make everyone feel happy along the way to their destiny. That is what I would truly call a journey. And that is my...
Just as you don't agree with me, I can't agree with...
I'm not too worried about that. After all, another purpose of traveling is to help people understand each other.
What sort of logic is that?
All right, that's it for this round. Since it's still early...
Paimon slept so well. Oh, Mulan and the others seem to be up already. Let's go see what they're up to.
Das habe ich schon mal gemacht. Ich wusste, dass das passiert. Ich wollte es nur zeigen. Komm her. Koop. Volleyball. Mit dem Ding.
Just in time. I was about to go look for you.
What the? You already caused the whirlpools to reappear again?
We're in luck. The phlogiston nodes were recharged by dawn. I had Karya and Varamdra control the nodes this time, and we were able to quickly unlock the mechanism. We were practicing all morning so they could get the hang of controlling them.
Oh, it seems after apologizing, you've already become trusted members of the team.
Is now really the time to be teasing us? Don't...
He's right. We should really hurry over to the massive work.
Even though we had this discussion yesterday, I still...
You bet!
Okay, then let's go.
Okay, ich gehe. Rein in den Pool. Ich nehme mich mit.
Someone accidentally swallowed some water. So scary.
I can't believe it. There are subterranean caverns under the water.
Milani was right.
Let's see where this cave leads. Come with me.
Frech. Nicht mal auf der Map eingezeichnet. Hm.
Shower me with praise. According to the map, we need to head downward? Okay. Don't be afraid, everyone. Jump down with me.
Nun, das geht nicht. Ich schlag auf wie ein Stein, wenn...
The show begins.
Is that lava up ahead?
It appears these caves were formed by volcanic activity.
I see. Then the spirit waves were affecting lava deep underground. Altering the lava's flow created temporary holes which allowed us to follow the water's current and enter this underground space.
Are all scholars from Sumeru like this?
Hard to say.
But can there be an island in this kind of underground space?
It appears we haven't reached our destination yet. Let's keep going, everyone.
Hilfe! Hilfe! Ich sterbe! Ugh.
This is trouble! How brilliant!
Wird Jäger oder was? Ha!
May I present?
Easy. Ich kann einfach über Lava laufen.
I still
Oder auch nicht.
do. Carving waves.
Geh weg, verschwinde. Oh, du böser Bursche.
Let's ride.
Bam. Weg, hab ich gesagt.
Amazing. Woohoo! Surf's up. Ho! Yeah!
Also würde auch mit Furina gehen, über die Lava zu kommen.
Whoa, what's that light?
Let's keep going. We'll be able to see more clearly up ahead. Watch your step. Follow closely, everyone. Heads up! These volcanic caves aren't very stable, so watch out for falling rocks. Careful, more falling rocks!
What a maze. There's lava everywhere. Oh, which way are we supposed to go now?
Let's look around together and see what we can find.
Very well. It would indeed be useful to collect some
There are plants growing here?
There's nothing unusual about that. This is spinel fruit, which often grows around places with lava. Wait, it is a little strange. This isn't ordinary spinel fruit. It's the same as the one on this talisman.
Isn't that the talisman your teacher gave you?
Oh, guck mal, er war denn hier schon unten
In
und
which
hat's nur nicht
case,
erzählt.
could Uncle New have been here before? But he clearly told me that he'd never made it to the mysterious island. I'll be sure to ask him about it once we get back.
There's so much much lava, and it's getting pretty hot.
The lava here doesn't look very stable. I'm afraid we can't stay here for long.
From here, the light seems to be getting brighter.
A distant light. Wait, there seems...
Miss Guide, it seems Verandra has also discovered something.
I've got it! I've got it!
Sie springt gleich in die Lava.
Do you see that golden light in the distance? I'm positive that's the mysterious island. That's where we should go next.
Really?
I'm a scholar from the Academia Spontima Darshan. I specialize in ores and minerals. When I first heard about the legend of the mysterious island, I took note of its description. One exaggerated description I heard was that it's an entire island that shines like gold. What it was actually referring to was an extremely rare mineral known as vulcanite. Under certain environmental conditions, large amounts of lava are quickly cooled, which then results in this ore. Since the ore can't be moved in time, it begins to accumulate, resulting in the alluring golden glow. If I'm not mistaken, there'll be a large pool of lava up ahead, and the mysterious island will be floating on the lava. An entire island of vulcanite ore!
So you mean we really found the mysterious...
Rejoice! Even a small piece of that ore will be priceless.
Really? Then let's hurry!
Ich warte noch darauf, dass der andere Reiseführer kommt und uns angreift.
Why?
What are you saying?
This map is covered with symbols and riddles, but there's one thing that's written clearly. When you see the golden light, then go the opposite way. What you just said may be correct, but that golden place isn't the island that my ancestors once visited.
Are you joking? You expect...
But Mualani's judgment...
You thought I'm after treasure?
Oh, he's acting weird again.
After my previous findings were stolen, I began a new area of research. And this ore is the core of my research. As long as I can bring this ore back, my theories will be proven beyond any doubt, and I will be able to reclaim everything I have lost. To me, this ore is the result that must be obtained. Otherwise, all those hardships along the way will be rendered completely meaningless.
As we agreed before, please trust my judgment.
Why? Are you wary of me? Now that we've confirmed that the legendary treasure really exists, you don't want outsiders to take it, do you?
She's not that kind of person, Verandra.
The result is right before my very eyes. I won't get...
Oh no! He went running in! How can he do...
Not good. We must stop him.
Is it just Paimon or is the ground shaking?
Und tot.
What the... Where did these monsters come from?
These monsters. Looks like the lava here is becoming active again.
Miss Guide, Verandra,
He'll be trapped by the lava. We need to hurry and take care of these monsters. Amazing.
Wird ein bisschen schwindelig beim Spielen.
The lava is rising!
Verandra.
Traveler, Paimon, please take care of Karya. I'll be right back.
What are you doing, Mulan?
I can use my surfboard on the lava for a short period of time, but it will be a lot spicier than surfing on water.
But that's way too risky! Okay then, we'll take care of things here!
Paimon, du kannst auch rüberfliegen und den holen. Okay, Chef.
The cave is becoming more and more unstable. I have to hurry. Off we go. We're following falling rocks. Okay, watch this.
Hallo, rüber da. Als ob der so weit gelaufen ist in der Zeit.
Over there. Oh, looks like
It's right there! I'm almost there!
Look carefully. You can't get through the lava. You'll die if you try to make your way forward. Why don't you just give up?
Why don't I give up? Well, I might not be able to do it, but what about you?
Me?
You have the ability to move over the lava. If you try, maybe you can reach the island and earn the highest honor for a guide. That way, you'll have the results you need to prove yourself, and even Ko'olo won't be able to question your abilities anymore. You want to know why I won't give up, but I'm asking why you'd give up such an opportunity.
The lava is rising. If I take this risk, then how will the others get back?
You...
Come with me.
No!
Achso, er lässt sich auch einfach wegbringen. Mhm.
I've brought him back. He's fortunate that he wasn't seriously hurt.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
You're welcome. It's getting dangerous here, so we need to find a way out.
No, I refuse! I can still stand! Let me go back!
Seriously? How can you be so childish and...
Endlich.
Alondra.
Bitch slap.
Whoa.
I've always believed that you're the most talented person I've ever met. Even if your research was stolen and you didn't get any credit, I never doubted it. I believe that even if you won't obtain any results this time, you'll still succeed in your new research, because no one can take your talent away. So, I won't allow my dearest senior to die here because of his own stubbornness.
Karia.
She's finally opening up. And it seems like she's just the person we need to talk some sense into.
Milani, the lava is almost...
Don't panic. It seems like the trick that Uncle New taught me is finally going to be put to use.
Where did all these Koholosaurs come from?
No time to explain. Just get on.
Got it, got it! Paimon accidentally choked on some water again while riding the...
Everyone okay? Let's take a head count. 1, we escaped danger and made it back alive.
Oh, we...
What's the point? We still didn't reach the mysterious island.
Hey, don't look so depressed. You'll scare our good luck away.
Actually, according to the map, we still have one more...
Oh? Then which way should we go? Wait, aren't we back where we started?
Come on, let's go to the statue.
So, what's the point of coming back here again?
Here, look! Some hidden words appeared on the statue after I touched it.
Really? Let Paimon try.
Congratulations, guide from the future. You have completed a challenge that even I found ambitious. And now, I finally have the chance to tell you my story. You may have heard legends describing me as the best guide in all of Natlan. But in the beginning, I was more like a treasure hunter. I chased results, facing countless dangers to prove myself. Time after time, I ventured where others didn't dare, never failing to bring back rare treasures. My fame was second to none. And yet, I never felt satisfied. So I found a new goal, a challenge that no one had ever achieved before. The legendary, mysterious island. Another chance to prove myself. Unfortunately, my friends who had traveled with me all this time had grown tired of my nonsense. Instead of praise, they now showered me with words of caution. Perhaps this journey was one that I had to complete alone. But luckily, they decided to once again put up with my antics. Just as before, they came up with ingenious ways to help me move forward. They never let me down, even when I had to place my life in their hands. And they always trusted my judgment, even when it took a lot of courage. In the end, just as ever, we found the result we came for. But that golden glow was baiting me towards death. It was the glow of a rare ore, but it was also the warning sign of an impending eruption. Maybe if I pressed on and put my life on the line, I could get the result I wanted. And yet, there was a chance I'd lose something even more precious. But don't worry. In the end, I made the same choice as you. Everyone was disappointed that their illustrious guide had, for once, returned empty-handed. But seeing everyone survive, I felt satisfied for the first time in my life. Perhaps the treasure I had really been searching for had been right here with me, all along. So, I decided to end my long journey and find a safe place for my hard-earned treasure. To me, this is the real mysterious island.
The hidden inscriptions disappeared!
These must have been the words the first chief left for those that would come after him.
In that case, the mysterious island from the legend is actually where the people of the springs are living now!
I remember now that the elders once told me our tribe was originally founded on a small island. Later, the coastlines changed, allowing the island to become what it is today. The journey to the mysterious island starts exactly where it ends. Yeah. I think I understand the choice he made now.
The golden glow is an indicator of when the lava will periodically erupt. If that's the case, the principle of vulcanite formation implies that it will only appear at the start of fierce lava activity, and the flowing lava will quickly swallow it and make it all disappear without a trace. This means that there's zero possibility of ever bringing the ore back. Are the results I've been chasing all this time only an illusion that can be seen from far away?
Bromdra.
Our journey is not yet over. As we agreed, please come back to the people of the springs with me. Then we'll officially complete this journey.
Fine. I suppose that would also count as some kind of result.
Don't be so down. I have a feeling that the next answer I'm looking for will also be useful to you.
Paimon remembers now. There's still something important we need to ask Mualani's teacher about.
Okay. Letzter Schritt. Fragen, warum der Lehrer nicht gesagt hat, dass er schon mal da war. Und den anderen bloßstellen, dass er Betrüger ist. Bitte. Dann haben sich die 2 Stunden gelohnt.
Uncle New, we're back!
Ah, Mualani. It's good to see you again. I always knew you'd return safe and sound.
Uncle, I've completed the journey to the mysterious island. I'm here to return the talisman.
But you still have a question you wish to ask me.
Yes. You've been there before, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
If that's the case, then you've gone on the same journey. But why didn't you tell anyone?
Because I made a choice.
A choice?
Did you notice that the hidden inscriptions on the stone tablet disappeared as soon as you finished reading them?
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's a special paint on the statue that would change color when it comes into contact with volcanic dust. Only those who have been to that underground space will be contaminated by the dust and be able to see the hidden message. But once the dust starts to wear off, the hidden inscription will disappear again. And this is the choice that the first chief left to us. If you choose to boast about your deeds, you will receive the highest honor. But the legend of the mysterious island would be destroyed as well. If you choose to remain silent, then the mysterious island will remain a legend and continue to attract the next generation of young guides to rise to the challenge. In the end, my companions and I all chose the latter.
Oh.
But not being able to tell anyone after accomplishing such a feat. People like Ko'olo will still look down on you. Are you really okay with that?
But have you noticed that Ko'olo, who claims to have been to the island, hasn't actually completed the trip?
What?
Right. Paimon remembers that Ko'olo said that he went to the mysterious island alone. But there's no way he could have been able to use the spirit ways.
He deliberately recommended the client to find Mualani, probably because he thought she wouldn't be able to reach the mysterious island. That way, Mualani wouldn't be able to expose him. As guides, we are not adventurers, let alone treasure hunters. The greatest responsibility of a guide is to take the client to their destination safely. But in the process, we also gain much skill and experience at overcoming danger. This allows us to go to places that no one else can reach, and even find treasures that no one else can find. Many guides gradually lose sight of their true beliefs and intentions in the process, and end up becoming like Ko'olo. They end up becoming more like thieves who would rush to the other side of the lava lake, regardless of the consequences, rather than good guides who would turn around and save their friends. This is why the first chief left behind the legend and the map. To lure younger generations into taking up the challenge, thereby teaching them everything he had learned. Aside from me, many other tribe members have also traveled to the mysterious island. And just like me, they understood the first chief's intentions. So they've also made pacts with their companions, choosing to give up the results that would prove themselves and give the younger generation the chance to...
You've all given up on the
Sir, I've given up on merely one result. I haven't given up on every. Given her talent and qualifications, Mualani was well within her rights to choose the top-ranked guide Ko'olo as her teacher. But she chose me. I believe I was able to cultivate such an outstanding student and witness her completion of the legendary challenge precisely because I didn't become someone. If instead of looking at one single journey, we look at my entire career as a guide, I'd say I have not returned empty-handed. What a...
Karia, I've come up with a new research topic. Would you like to continue working as my assistant?
You're the same as always, Varamdra. You always have to find evidence before coming to a conclusion. In any case, I can't give you an answer right now.
Karia!
Because you haven't prepared the proposal yet. Shouldn't you finish that first before recruiting assistants? How could you forget?
Yes, of course. I'll certainly...
But I've always found your proposals fascinating, so I'm sure I won't be able to turn you down this time either.
Nehmt euch ein Zimmer. Ganz schlimm.
Karia, given that I have been presented with new evidence, I've come up with a very general theory. I can use the ideas from the chief's speech to express it. Perhaps the treasure I'm seeking has been by my side the entire time. No. To be more precise, it's been with me even before...
I understand, Varamdra.
It appears this
Sollt euch
guest
ein Zimmer nehmen,
also
habe ich
found
gesagt.
his answer.
It seems he's finally put two and two together.
There's nothing to worry about. It's just like Karia said. I can start some new research and reclaim everything I've lost.
But it seems he's still as stubborn as before.
Now, it's your turn to make the choice, Mualani.
But Uncle knew. I'm sure...
Very good. Then there's nothing more I can teach you. Here, take this talisman again. You can pass it on to your student in the future.
Looks like it's also our time to say goodbye. You've taken great care of us throughout our journey. As thanks, I'm also willing to keep the journey.
Then remember, the next time you come to visit the people of the Springs, you know where to find friends for help.
Friends? I suppose we are theoretically friends now. Yes. When I publish my next paper, I'll be sure to add you to my list of
Well, that's one way to thank someone.
Then Verandra and I will be taking our leave. I truly hope we'll get to see you all again someday.
Okay, bye-bye!
You're back already. So, as news student, did you manage to find the mysterious island?
What are you doing here all of a sudden?
Well, I found something even more precious than the island. 2 friends that I can trust with my life.
You... Seems you really learned a lot from New about how to make yourself feel better. I knew it. How could anyone ever reach the island with so many hindrances? Huh? What? Why are you all looking at me like that? The elders of New. I've already proven that I'm stronger than you. I've been to even more dangerous places. I'd even been to the mysterious island.
Koholo. Even if you had never been to the island, no one would. But as for what we would deny about you, only...
Me?
So now, our trip to the mysterious island is officially finished, right?
Yeah, but I have one more place I want to show you.
Ui. Okay, wenigstens ist es voice-acted und nicht so wie bei den anderen World Quests, wo dann 8 Stunden was machst ohne Voice-Acting.
This is the place. From what I've heard, if we take a group photo here...
What made you think of taking a group photo?
Well, we completed our trip to the
You've earned the greatest honor for a guide. Yet, you can only walk away with a photo of your friends. You're pretty
Would you call it a sacrifice? I don't really think so. After all that we've been through together, the results don't matter anymore. Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't know.
No, I get it.
Er hat gesprochen. Gott hat uns geredet.
traveler.
So that's your answer, huh? To the meaning of a journey? It's a good one. Then...
Yep, Paimon's ready.
3, 2, 1. Koholosaur!
Und abgeschlossen. Yay. Kann ich mir das wenigstens angucken? Ja. Sehr schön. Und wir haben nochmal so ein... Ah, okay, hier ist das, was ich die ganze Zeit gesucht habe. Es hieß ja im Livestream, wenn man diese Stammeschroniken macht, bekommt man Charakter-Upgrade-Mats für die aktuellen Charaktere. Das ist einfach ein extra ein extra Tab gewesen. Ich habe gedacht, das wäre in diesem Stammeschroniken-Fenster drin gewesen, aber nein. Das gab es jetzt, nachdem man die Stammeschronik fertig gemacht hat, einfach so hier drin. Gut. Und ja, dann sind wir fertig mit der letzten Stammeschronik. Und ja, die anderen beiden müssen wir gucken. Bei dem einen steht ja ein Zeitdatum, wann es Akt 3 kommt, und bei dem anderen steht, ja, nichts Genaues. Werden wir dann sehen. Bis dahin. Ciao, Leute.